What's going on, y'all? I just want to jump on here today, and I want to first thank y'all for always tapping in with me, man. I've been going through a lot. I gave y'all that word talking about spiritual warfare being real, and I've been being attacked by spiritual warfare, but we go press through anyway. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to drop nothing last week. I was sick. And then this week I almost was about to miss it again. Internet went down, so I couldn't use my regular stuff. So I'm like, nah, I gotta get on here and jump on here and say something. So my word today is gonna be, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. And when I say that, I mean, so that's an old saying we used to say in the streets. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was basically telling me that like for me, when I be on here talking to y'all, like I'm a preacher or something, and like I was trying to tell them, I'm not no preacher. I'm telling y'all, I'm not no preacher. I don't even want y'all to, I'm not even close to that. I've been where you at. I basically ran the streets for 30 years. And I found a better way. And what I mean by a better way, don't get me wrong, my grandmother, my mother, my aunties, they all they was in the church, always reading their Bible, praying for us and telling us that this was the way to go. I just didn't hear them until I did. And when I started reading the Bible for myself and changing my mindset about things, I started to see things differently. And a lot of great things started happening for me. And I just want to spread the word back to you guys to help y'all understand it all starts in your mind. It starts and ends in your mind. And I, firsthand, my testimony is firsthand. I did it firsthand. Like I said, I'm not no preacher. So when you hear me giving you these God words and telling you what I'm getting out of the Bible and telling you, like I said, if you get ready, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, stuff like that. Talking about spiritual warfare, I'm telling you from what I've learned, what I've been out here and seen firsthand. I've been on the other side of it. I've been miserable. I've been angry. I've been on some F the world type stuff. I've done all that. And what I've come to realize is basically a lot of that is the information that we've accepted growing up to be right. And I'm telling you, it's wrong. At the end of the day, it's wrong. We have to get to a point where we are filling our mind and our soul and spirit with more positivity than negativity. And I know that sounds crazy, but because of the constant negative loop, the negative music, the negative movies, TV shows, that don't seem like nothing. But when you're not combating that with no positive, no reading your word, I'm not even saying go to church, because I don't go to church. But I get on YouTube and I find me a good word, something to fill my spirit with something good to help me be able to get on here and talk to you guys. So it's stuff like that when I say fill yourself with positivity. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I don't have nothing against church. But I do know that a lot of times these people be in there telling you to do this, and that, and do the different things. That's why I always say, read the Bible, read the word for yourself. Get an understanding for yourself. So when you do go to church or you go around somebody, or even listening to different people on YouTube or anywhere else you listen, Instagram, wherever, you able to check the word for what they saying. And if it don't line up, you know they full of it. And like I said, when I jump on here and say the different things I'm saying, I don't want y'all to even think that I'm coming acting like I'm holier than thou, because I'm not. I've done too much wrong to not be trying to help people get out of where I once was. Like, for real. If I'm just saying, I was there. I was miserable. I didn't understand. I couldn't find my way. And what I realized was the whole time that I was mad at the world, God was with me the whole way. He was with me the whole time, every single time. And once I realized that, like I said, I started to change my mindset. Like I said, I've paid for the courses and the classes and the teachings, and I read all the books. I read my word. And one thing that I can honestly, truly tell you is that it's going to start with your mindset. It's up to you. Your mind has to change and shift from all that negativity to, at the end of the day, what do you want out of life? What do you expect life to be? What do you believe? What is your faith structure? And when I say faith structure, when it comes to believing something, do you really believe? Or are you just kind of sort of, I think that's what I want, or if it don't go like that, that's cool too. That's not faith. Because when you have faith, you believe that thing, and can't nobody tell you different. And a lot of times we have faith in stupid stuff. You got faith that if you go pay $20 for the man for some gas, he go give you $20 worth of gas. And that's kind of, with this world the way it is, they might be gas gouging you. You don't even know. But you got more faith in having $20 worth of gas than having faith to believe that you can do the things that you know you can do. So, like I said, I just wanted to get on here and give you guys some kind of word. Like I said, I've been being attacked from spiritual warfare, but I'm gonna keep pressing on anyway. Like I said, we gotta stay ready, because at the end of the day, the fight is daily. We fighting against something spiritual every single day. You don't see it, but it's definitely there. All the stuff that comes up against you, blocking you and doing the different things, the enemy ain't gonna let you know he there, but you know when something's off. You can feel it. That's spiritual warfare. The enemy he basically comes into your different routines and try to distract you from doing the different things, like I said, so he can disrupt the movement, or stop you from getting to your destination or where you're trying to get to. When, like I told y'all last week or a couple weeks ago, Ephesians 6:11, put on the whole armor of God. You gotta be able, so you can stand against the devil and his schemes. And the whole thing is so you can stand, not scramble, not panic, not search for a strategy, so you can stand. And like I said, the whole armor of God, reading your Bible, fasting, praying. You got to do those things. Those are musts, especially with the life that we out here. Everybody sins at the end of the day. I don't care who you are. Ain't nobody better than nobody. So if you stay ready, which is reading your word, fasting, and praying, the stuff that you go up against, it won't be as bad. It still might be bad, don't get me wrong, but it just depends on how much faith and how much belief you have in that thing that you're actually doing. Don't do it just because I'm telling you to do it. Do it because you feel like, especially if you don't know another route, at least try the route that I'm trying to tell you, because at the end of the day, it's for your peace. It's not for mine. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure I spread this word with y'all so y'all can know that there is a better way. And everything has been stacked against us. It always has been. But so what? If God is for you, who can be against you? At the end of the day, it's not like we hoping to win the fight. God already said we won the fight. But we got to do our part. That's why I keep saying, if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. So when you wake up, read your word. Make sure your mind is clear from all that junk. If it happened yesterday, it's in the past. Ain't nothing you can do about it. So what you worried about? God does not, he doesn't live or make us worry. That worry that's something else. It's definitely not God. Every person you come across, some of it might be a test. Some of those delays that God put you through, those might be setups. I'm just saying, it's like all the different oppositions that you come up against daily, you have to stay ready. You can't be just going to church and letting them read the Bible to you, because their interpretation might be something totally different than what you would get, what God given you. And then let me tell y'all this is how I started. It might work for you, it might not work for you. But it took me about 14, 15 months. I started out, I had hit my low. And I started out, I read 3 verses of the Bible every day for it took me about a year and a half, not a half, about 15 months. All the way through. I didn't understand a lick of it. But I stayed consistent in reading those 3 verses every day. I started at Genesis, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 every day. And then I got all the way through the Bible in about 14, 15 months. And then, like I said, I didn't understand a lick of it. But the second time, when I went back and started reading it again, because I had read it the first time, now all of a sudden I started to get a little bit better understanding. And that did me some good. And like I said, now that I'm reading more, now I'm starting to get understanding even more. And like I said, it's for myself. It has nothing to do with what somebody else said and all these different people out here preaching all this prosperity stuff and this and that. Yeah, that's in the Bible, but that is, to me, that's like, if that's what you getting out of the Bible, I'm being honest with you, they ain't doing nothing but setting you up for more misery and pain, because it's peace in the word. And if all you chasing is money is, the love of money anyway, is the root of all evil. And if you chasing money, it sounds like you love money. And believe me, I've done that. I've chased money, and I've had money, I've lost money. And it came to a point where I had to realize it's not about money. It's about my peace, my happiness. And I know that sounds cliche, but I'm just telling you, your peace and happiness will get you through all the tough times, no matter what. So like even now, me pushing through, my internet out, I can't had a mean thunderstorm and lightning cut my internet off. I can't do nothing, but I'm pushing through anyway. Like I said, you got your prayers, your prep work, your obedience, that's your armor, your discernment, that's your intel, your forgiveness, that's your sword. You got to learn how to forgive people. A lot of people have hurt us over the years. I know they have. I've been hurt too. I've actually hurt people, and I know that. And I'm sorry if you somebody that I've hurt. I was young and dumb and didn't really understand what I was doing, so I'm sorry. And I forgive the people who hurt me. And your peace, that's your protection. That's the thing that you after. You're trying to get your peace back, because we've given so many different people a piece of us that we are not whole no more. We got to get ourselves back to whole. And what I want y'all to do is stop waiting for a fire to start to find an exit. Start training for the smoke before it comes up. That's why you get in your word. Like I said, I did not understand the Bible the whole first 15 months that I was reading the Bible. Didn't understand it at all, but I was doing it. But I was, like I said, my grandma, mama, aunties, I grew up with them praying and reading the word. I didn't understand, but I just did it. And I'm so glad and thankful that I did, because it has helped me to be able to turn around and try to help other people find their way out. But it all starts with you. I can't do it for you. Nobody else can do it for you. I can show you the blueprint, but it's some work you have to do. And a lot of it is internal. It's not out, it's internal. Like I said, I'm not telling you to be fearful. You already pretty much, I don't want to say scared of anything, but the world has got you reacting or on your back toes to everything that they've done. It's time for you to start fighting back. It's time to start fighting back. So don't fear the battle. Start being faithfully fitted for what it is: prayer, fasting, and reading the Bible. You got to suit up daily. So that means you got to do it every day. You got to start moving in power, stop panicking, and if you've been slipping, that's cool. Like I said, ain't no judgment here. I'm not judging, because I'm telling y'all, I was once y'all. And don't get me wrong, God's still working on me. So I'm not nowhere near the man I want to be, but I'm so far away from the man I used to be. And like I said, I'm not, please don't take it like I'm telling y'all, like I'm acting like I'm holier than thou, or I'm a preacher, or I'm this and that. I'm none of those things. I'm just a person who's trying to help people change their mindset back to the positivity, to the frequency that you should be on, instead of the negativity that they got us basically on a negative loop all the time. And like I said, I'm not judging. I'm just trying to tell y'all, if you stay ready, and y'all all know this already, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And that, I know that translates in the street of everything else, but I'm telling you, on the spiritual warfare side, you got to stay ready. Pray, read your word, and fast. And put your armor back on, y'all. So, y'all already know what I like to say. Stay real, stay raw, stay grounded in your faith, and walk boldly in your purpose. Till the next time, y'all, I'm out. And anybody that won't help, like I said, y'all already know where to find me. Come join me in the Raw Kingdom Warriors. It's a free community. Anything you want to work through, I'm here. I help. My job is to help men develop. I help women too, but I know a bunch of excellent young ladies or women who help women too. So we all here to help each other and build off each other. So if y'all got time, come join me in the Raw Kingdom Warriors, and let's make it happen. All right, till next time, y'all. I'm out.